Hello! Welcome to this class English Vowels. It is Nicole and today I'm going to explain you some general features for the production of vowel sounds and the differences in quality and quantity in vowels. Moreover, I'm going to talk about the different types of vowels in English. So we are going to look at monophthongs, diphthongs, and triphthongs. So let's start. English vowels differ in two parameters, that is, quality and quantity. In Spanish, the vowels just differ in quality, not in quantity or duration. But in English, the duration or the length of the vowel is very important. Now, first of all, differences in vowel quality depend on the articulatory movements of the tongue and depend on the articulatory movements of the lips. So, depending on the position of the tongue and the degree of tongue rising, and depending on the position of the lips, we got different vowel qualities. For example, when I pronounce this vowel e, and when I pronounce this other vowel o, both differ in the position of the tongue and in the position of the lips. Now you have to realize that the tongue is one of the most important articulators for the production of vowels. And so we have here the tongue. And talking about the tongue, we have to look at the different tongue positions and at the different tongue heights. Now, as far as tongue position is concerned, we have to look at which part of the tongue rises. And when we talk about tongue height, we have to look at which is the degree of tongue rising. So here we have a graphic where it shows to us that the tongue for the production of vowels is divided into three sections, which are front, center, and back. So the front part of the tongue may rise towards the front part of the palate, and the same happens to the center. The center of the tongue rises toward the middle part of the palate, and the back part of the tongue rises to the back part of the palate. Now, as far as the degree of tongue rising is concerned, we've got that vowels are classified as close or high vowels when the tongue rises with a high approximation. Now, if the rising of the tongue is a bit lower, we've got half close or high mid vowels. And if it is even lower, vowels are half open or low mid vowels. And finally, when we've got an approximation which is very low, very, very low, we are talking about open or low vowels. So that this type of classification of vowels depend on the degree of tongue rising, as you can see. Now it's time to talk about the lip posture. And talking about lip posture, we can divide it in rounded and into unrounded vowels. Rounded vowels, such as oo, are produced with the lips in a circle position with a beak rounded, as you can see. And so, all the vowels that are inside this pink circle are rounded vowels. U, O, E, and A are rounded vowels, as you can see. And when we talk about unrounded vowels, we have to say that unrounded vowels are divided in two subgroups, into neutral and spread. The neutrals are produced with no movement. For example, when I pronounce this vowel e, you can see that I produce it with no relevant lip movement. On the other hand, spreads are produced with a slight smile. For example, when I pronounce E, E, okay, you can see that a slight smile is drawn in my face when I pronounce this vowel. And so all the vowels that are inside this square, this green square, are unrounded. So some are neutral and some are spread. So now it's time to talk about vowel quantity. And it is related, and vowel quantity is related with the duration, with the length that the vowel have. And this length differences don't depend on any articulatory movements, don't depend of tongue position, don't depend on lip position, yeah, but they are intrinsic properties of the vowel. And moreover, it is classified into long vowels and into short vowels. The long vowels are marked with this or this column. This column means fully long, and this other column means half long. And the short vowels don't have any mark. So if you can see at this quadrilateral here, you will see that all the vowels that have a column are long vowels. So E, U, O, A, E, and also this vowel is long vowel, although it hasn't have a column. So apart from length differences, these vowels also have differences in quality. Don't forget that we already see that E is front and is close because of the tongue position and because of the tongue height. Now I'm going to show you a vowel quadrilateral. Vowels tend to be represented in this vowel quadrilateral, which is this graphic representation which vowels are located in these boxes. And each of the boxes corresponds to the position of the tongue. So for example, if the back of the tongue rises toward the back of the palate, we've got back vowels. If the front of the tongue rises towards the front of the palate, we've got front vowels. Now here, in the other side, we've got the degree of rising that we already said before. So we have closed vowels, closed mid vowels, open mid, or open vowels. Closed mid are also called half closed and half open in this open mid label. Now here I hope to show you the vowel quadrilateral of the English and the vowel quadrilateral of the Spanish. Now you can see that in Spanish we just have five vowels, but in English we have 12 pure vowels, and they are here. And other difference is that in Spanish we just have the label myth because as we said, we just have 5 vowels. And in English vowels, this myth is divided in 2 groups, that is closed mid and open mid, or half closed or half open. And now, in a vocalic system such as the one in English, we have first these vowels E and U that are closed, Then we have these vowels E and U that are close mid. But see the difference. E and E. E and E. Because of the column, as we said, it is a long vowel, but it is a short vowel. Although they have differences in duration, in quantity, they are also different in quality. Why? Because this E is front and is close, but this E is retracted and close mid. Now we have these other vowels e, 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 o that are open mid or half open vowels. Then we have this vowel, the a, that is open and front. Finally, we have the a, and a that are open vowels too. So let's recap. E, E, and A are front vowels, and U, O, A, and A are back vowels. And the central vowels are those which are inside this circle in blue. So I hope you can understand me what quality and quantity means. As you can see, each vowels can be classified into parameters that are quality and quantity. Don't forget that quality has two. Quality is refers to the articulatory movements, and the quantity is referred to the duration or the length that the vowel have. Now it's time to talk about the diphthongs. As we said at the beginning of the video, the English has three types of vowels: the monophthongs, the diphthongs, and the triphthongs. The monophthongs are the ones that we already seen, are the 12 pure vowels that we already seen before. Now the diphthongs are just 8. English has 8 diphthongs, which are classified into closing and centric diphthongs, depending on the direction of the glide. So, closing diphthongs are I, A, Oi, Au, and O. And centric diphthongs are E, and Ua. And if you look at this vowel quadrilateral, you can see that the glide of the moving in closing diphthongs comes from an open position. So those vowels are classified as closing diphthongs. These vowels are classified as closing diphthongs because of the direction of the glide, which goes from an open to a closed position. Now, in the case of the central diphthongs, the direction of the glide is from the sides of the quadrilateral to the center, as you can see. Now it's time to talk about the triphthongs. English has 5 triphthongs, and all of them are made because of the adding of this pure vowel. This vocalic element is added to all diphthongs except the central ones. So, this vocalic element will be added to these closing diphthongs, forming the triphthongs, as you can see here. Now, it's very important to talk about the phenomenon of smoothing. which means that sometimes the middle vowel of English diphthongs, the E or U, is not fully targeted, is not entirely produced. For example, fire, yeah, fire, but people tend to pronounce it as fire, fire, fire. You see the difference? I hope that yes. So these are the diphthong and the diphthongs. Now I'm going to show you the difference in the difference into the English and Spanish vowel systems. The difference they differ only in phonemic oppositions. They differ in phonemic features. They differ in frequency of occurrence of the vowel phonemes. They differ on the distribution, and they differ in the spelling system. So with this, we reached to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you learn a lot. I hope you understand. So see you in another class of phonology. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.